What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with another SABATON reaction. This time we're checking out Fields of Verdun. Okay, now it looks like this is SABATON's first single from their new album. Well, not new, but you know, The Great War. The song is about the battle of I cannot spell today. Verdun, a battle during World War I that took place from February 21st to December 18th of 1916. That is a very long time to be battling. Dang near almost a year. What is that? About 1 month shy. The Germans attacked countless times, but continued to be pushed back from by the French defenders. You know what's very interesting about these battles, about the World Wars, is that there's many battles that took place that, you know, weren't on a super grand scale, or at least not taught in history classes during my schooling or my upbringing and whatnot, unless you were like super into history and you wanted to dive more into that. So that's one thing I've been very appreciated by SABATON, is just bringing light to some of these. I'm not going to say smaller scale, because just because I don't know it doesn't mean that it wasn't on a grander scale, but I don't know anything about it. So bringing more attention to battles like this that were just as important or had an impact, or maybe like one of them hidden impacts that we didn't realize at first. Anyways, let's go ahead, shut up and turn it up. Wait. So this was in 2019. Are these like the same trenches they did Christmas Truce in? It's pretty cool. Probably not. Okay.
Descending to darkness, 303 days below the sun, fields of Verdun, and the battle has begun. No way to run, father and son, fall one by one, under the gun, thy will be done. And the judgment has begun. No way to run, father and son, fall one by one, fields of Verdun. There were millions.
Wow. Okay. Ooh, when he said in the darkness or whatnot, and them chorus, the way they kind of came in, ooh, there's some shivers right there, right? Imagine I had like speakers surrounding me. I mean, it felt like it was such a sudden change, right? And I think it has more to do with just the deep chorus that he kind of laid in there, which was great, right? Because even though this song is, you know, of a very unfortunate and sad event, the way that the instrumentals came in, you know, it's kind of had more hype, whole lot of hype energy and whatnot. But this is very sad. So before we go into, you know, the epicness, you know, because the hook and the chorus, all of that is there to bridge the entire thing. Got to change the tone. Got to change the tone just a little bit. And he did that. He kind of gave us an introduction into it right before we start rocking our heads. Now, that's interesting that he said father and son. That's one thing I was not aware of. You know, was it often for father and son to be battling together in a war? Ooh, that's tough. That's tough, man. I'm a father to a 2-year-old son, and surprise, I actually having a baby girl tomorrow or today when this video comes out and whatnot. And I could not imagine being at war with my kids. Oh man, that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of anxiety. That's tough. That's tough. Stalemate. Yeah. 303 days below the sun, fields of Verdun. And the battle has begun. Nowhere to run. Oh, I just now realized it says father and son, right? So not necessarily father and son together, but fathers, right? Two children, and then sons, two fathers who probably weren't battling or was battling. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense to me now.
Fields of execution turn to wasteland from the grass. Thou shalt go no further.
Firewall?
They shall not pass. The spirit of the resistance and the madness of the war. So go ahead, face it and join the dead. Though you die, wait your life, never asking why.
Awesome solo. Awesome solo indeed. Awesome. So sometimes you just need to be reminded, right? I'm pretty sure Sabaton put these lyrics there themselves, right? Because we're not getting some weird translation of what, auto-generated where it thinks it's trying to figure it out, right? These are subtitles that they uploaded themselves. So, so either the third party that they hired to do these subtitles either listened to it and said awesome solo, or they put it there to let us know, hey, man, this is an awesome solo. I love that part where they say, did nerd die? Did it die? To kind of, push like the severity and just the intensity, the gravitas, if you will, of what's going on this field. Ooh, and not only that, but the sound design is amazing, right? The fact they're able to capture these sounds and stuff that's going on in a war without it being too overpowering on the song. That's some good mixing right there. All right, let's continue. Let's go back and continue. Dip it to the minor chord. Verdun. Is that like a flamethrower? What is he doing? All right, here we go. Battle over there in like 303 days. It was the longest active battle in history. Okay, so this isn't one of them stories that was small at all, right? With that type of title, and it was the longest active battle in history. God, it was one of the bloodiest battles of the Great War with over 700,000 casualties. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine being in that? 700,000 casualties, you one person, right? And you feel like you're on like this good groove and everybody, and then just another wave of soldier and another wave of soldier, a wave of soldier. Your own force is being depleted as well. I mean, think about it. Constant battle, right? You scared to sleep. Paranoia sets in, right? Oh my, just under that constant stress of, and like Joakim said, corners, they come from all corners. Usually when battles get longer, that's more time the enemies have got. They learn more about each other because you're fighting them, right? So you start learning how to counter them and everything. And that's like super dangerous stuff, especially if you can't keep up. Ooh, okay. God. My goodness. Strong symbol for French resistance, along with the words one ne passe pas, one does not pass. Interesting. I have a mind to believe that Gandalf from Lord of the Rings probably, was inspired that, or who wrote it? I don't want to get it wrong. George Tolkien, not Martin, George Tolkien. He wrote the Lord of the Rings books, right? You shall not pass. I know this says one not pass, one does not pass, but I have a mind to think he was thinking of this when he made it. I don't know how old those books are, though. They shall not pass. Whew. I mean, it's demoralizing, right? You sending all these enemies and you thinking that you about to one up somebody and it's taking all this time. That right there takes a whole lot of different patience. Guys, I think we're getting to the point to where I haven't done all their songs. I think I'm sitting at somewhere around 25 reactions to Sabaton, but I think I've done enough reactions to where I could go to a live performance of Sabaton and actually end up enjoying myself because I would know some of the songs, you know? This has been a lot of fun, man. And you know what the crazy thing about this is? If I was to ever go to a history or ever go to like a museum and everything, right, and see some paintings or they start talking about stuff, I can't wait to just freaking put a smirk on my face and like, yeah, I do know of that battle of the field of Verdun. Let me show you this song. And then another Sabaton fan will be born. All right, y'all, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.